Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome once again to Classic Indies. Shane Shatters presents Classic Indies. I did my intro wrong. How about that? We're mixing it up here in Season 3. I want to thank everybody who has started to support the Independent Rewind. We have now exceeded 200 subscribers, and our march is on. March. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you can be one of them. This week, we're going to go back to the UIW. We got some good feedback from the UIW episode from a few weeks back, and we got a hot one here. 8-man tag team action coming at you from Steeltown, UIW. It's some of the best known independent wrestlers in this area and during that time period and sometimes ever. Look at this combination. Chaos Enterprises, Kevin Casey bringing the combination of King Kalua, the Bounty Hunter, Axel Rotten, and can you believe it? The wild thing, AJ Fritzl has apparently switched sides. We saw him a few weeks ago in UIW action with a tag team with Killer Hit Kurt Dredd, but he has now been bought out by the nefarious Kevin Casey, who I know watches our show here on a weekly basis. Thank you, Truth, for your support. Please be a subscriber. This is a who's who of Mid-Atlantic bad guys during the early 1990s era. Some of the best, but their opposition certainly no one to scoff at here. There he is, Neil the Power Superior, my trainer. Killer Hit Kurt Dredd's probably going to want to take the measure of AJ, the Golden Phoenix, who we saw in action last week against, or 2 weeks ago against Ron Bass. And look at this guy, Cactus Jack, a.k.a. Mick Foley. This rounds it out. This is 8-man tag team action from a UIW 1991, and I'm glad to be bringing it here to you on Classic Indies. Of course, UIW brought to you in part by Cat's Insurance, as you see on the ring aprons. Oh, no, wait a minute. Fritzl just went at Cactus. We're kind of underway, but everybody else is kind of... Rotten and Kalua don't even have their ring attire off yet.
Don't forget, Jack, you got 3 partners behind you. There he is. Well, they're working for a little strategy.
We got a lot of great action coming at you in the next few weeks here on the Independent Rewind. Season 3, bringing you some fresh material, a little bit of different stuff here. Interspersed last week, you saw the instant classic match between Doug Delicious and Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. We got a lot of hot things that we're going to be bringing to you here in the coming weeks. And don't forget to join my friends, Frosty Rob and Steven Sarch, on their show, The Mothership, if you will, on the Independent Rewind. And plus, our new program, 1995 plus shipping and handling, all the odd and ends television programming and infomercials that I've enjoyed so much during the course of my lifetime that I want to bring to you in commentary form. In the background, you do hear the UIW announcing track from the original tape, so intermittently I may drop and just let them call the action here. Steeltown was a nice venue on the outside of Baltimore. I believe it might have been in Dundalk. May have been Dundalk, but I know Hollywood Bob Starr, another friend of mine and a friend of the show, would probably be able to correct us 100%. A little team meeting, if you will, as you just heard in the background. We've seen the Golden Phoenix in action on, actually we've seen everybody here, I believe, as we have seen previously here on our show, Classic Indies. We've seen the Golden Phoenix in action at different times. It's under the name of He-Man against Ron Bass. Obviously, Kalua is one of our very favorites. Fritzoid in tag action with actually, I think maybe the only guy who hasn't been previously featured is the Bounty Hunter, who we did speak of in the past. We do have some great matches of his that we can bring you here in the near future. He was a frequent opponent of Tom Brandy. A couple of those matches are in the archives here. Collar elbow hookup. Wow, right away to the high impact offense is the Golden Phoenix, Mark Freer, who, I don't think we mentioned this before, he did a quick bit in Memphis, Tennessee in the USWA in a tag team with New Jack under the name Homeboy. It was New Jack and Homeboy working the Memphis circuit for about 2 weeks, but it didn't quite work out. Kahlua with a quick kick right to the ribs, but no mistake there. Oh, Killer hit Kirk Dredd, a.k.a. Anthony Keegan from the Red Hot Chili Peppers as stunt double. Collar elbow.
Killer hit move. Well, right now, reverse wrist lock by the killer.
Oh.
Kahlua had the hair.
Kahlua, he said he had the hair. I don't know. Look at that.
Don't forget, Dave, you still have
Kahlua, it's been 30 years since, and Kahlua basically still has the same physique. Hats off, King, and hello to you. We'll be talking very soon, I'm sure. Lots of things coming up possibly in the early part of 2022 that we'll be bringing you more information on here on the Independent Rewind. As you see, Killer Hit crank that arm up here. 8-man tag team action this week. A unique matchup. Not a lot of 8-man tags are featured anywhere. So we wanted to bring it to you. Here it is. Cactus Jack in between his WCW runs. Doing independents, making appearances.
So look all around this building. Look all around the dressing rooms. And what do you see? Men of different sizes, different colors, different ages, different hairstyles. And they all got one thing in common. They want a piece of me. They want a piece of me. Well, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you do. You walk in on your feet, you get carried out on a plate.
Some inspiring words from Cactus Jack. Oh, look at the double step over. They got a little thing going on here. Cactus. Oh! The King ran into Axel Rotten. Atomic drop. Oh, big collision. Oh! Wow! I think that would be called a spare if it was bowling. The 1-7-10-9 split. Boom! All four of them to the outside here as Kevin Casey tries to regroup his nefarious group of rule breakers here. Oh, Axel's, Jack's got a chair. Axel throws in a chair.
And Pee-wee moves in to get control of this match very quickly as he takes the chair away from Cactus Jack and hands it to one of the ring attendants.
Referee it's not Pee-wee Anderson, but I just heard Pee-wee, but I didn't catch the last name. I'm hoping maybe that a guy, 2 weeks ago, we had a question about one of our refs, and our good friend, the world's most dangerous wrestling photographer, Tim Walker, stepped up and gave us his name. Tim Walker, a regular, and I hope a subscriber here. We got a lot of the who's who of the Mid-Atlantic independent action. Neil with a single leg on Axel Rotten. Big elbow. Neil's in top shape here. Neil looks tremendous here. One more time. Make a wish, Axel. Make a wish. Somehow Kahlua got tangled up in the mix here. And Golden Phoenix drops the elbow and then goes back to the leg that Superior was working on here.
Phoenix cover. Looks the leg. 1, 2, oh! And Axel Rotten gets free as King Kahlua gets in there and tries to get a little assistance.
As we said, the who's who of Mid-Atlantic independent wrestling personalities check in with us on the weekly or bi-weekly basis on their comments on Shane Shatters Presents Classic Indies, and you too can be part of that mix when you become a subscriber. And not to mention, we can also publicize and announce your upcoming professional wrestling matches in the area. Independent wrestling promotions should support other independent wrestling promotions. It's very simple. We're not a huge business. This is not WWE versus AEW. We should all use every forum we can to help each other. Quit creating rivalries that don't exist and advertise here on the Independent Rewind. As you see, Chaos Enterprises here, they're all trying to take the measure here as Golden Phoenix is down, but it kind of strikes me that Chaos Enterprise team is not 100% in sync here. I don't know if it was the new addition of Fritzoid. It seems like maybe Kahlua and the Bounty Hunter have different ideas about what's going on. Bounty Hunter tagged back in. He's going to square up with Neil the Power.
bit of a breather on this one.
Cats Insurance, Same Day Insurance, the sponsor here of the Universal Independent Wrestling, which ran on Channel 13 out of Baltimore for approximately 13 weeks in the summer and fall of 1991 and brought us this great action that has now been unearthed because I have an inane ability to keep everything from the past. Golden Phoenix with a snapmare. Oh, nice fist drop. Nice short fist drop there, but didn't really have the effect on Thrasher that he had hoped. Look out. Oh, the bounty splash. You have to see Fritzoid in this matchup, I believe. I don't think that Fritzoid has joined the action. Oh, nice short, too. That's it. Oh, it's an elimination match. I'd forgot. Okay, this is a 4-on-4 or 8-man tag elimination. When you're pinned or submit or counted out or disqualified, you're out of the match until there's no one remaining on the opposite side. Basically, a Survivor Series type of concept. Again, it's been 30 years since I've watched this match. I scooted through the DVD and saw it was here. I thought it would be a great match to bring. Look at the power. Look at Neil the Power. My trainer, my mentor. Like, what is he, like 3% body fat here? Ridiculous. Nice arm drag on Fritzoid, who's the fresh man in this matchup. He didn't want anything to do with Killer Hit. Tag team a few weeks ago, but something apparently happened between them and switched alliances here. Kevin Casey had some pretty deep pockets back in those era, bringing in some very serious talent all throughout Mid-Atlantic rings, not only here in the UIW, but in the NWL and some of the other organizations as well that ran throughout the Maryland, Pennsylvania, North and South Carolina areas, West Virginia, going for a big elbow smash. Oh, I thought Neil wasn't gonna be there, but he caught Neil, caught him good. Kalua directing traffic in the ring here. Just seems like there's a little bit of miscommunication here on the side of the Chaos Enterprise team. Takes a lot of strength to get Neil Superior in a position like that. Bounty Hunter coming off the top. Nobody home that time. Look at Neil with a quick sugar. Now the Bounty Hunter's out of the match. And now we've evened up sides here, 3-on-3. I think they took out the top brawler there. I mean, honestly, I think that, obviously Axel had the biggest size, and I think Kalua probably had the best strength. Bounty Hunter was probably the brawling aspect of that team. A Killer Hit's sending him out. Cactus trying to redirect him. Neon Dress up there in the upper left-hand side of your screen. She's very happy to see him go. Good old Big Hair B. Now we're going to see Kalua test strength with Neil the Power. Strength on strength here. Look at these two. Look at these two bulls. Neil clearly got the advantage here. Yes, indeed. Not as much of a matchup as I thought it initially might have been. Oh, Kalua with one downstairs. And a wicked shot to the back of the, looked like it hit him in the back of the neck to regain some control. Now he's dropped Neil to his knees in the power position, so to speak.
I'll tell you, David, watch it. Kevin Casey's got that golf.
Neil right back up into it, though. Hard to beat Neil the Power superior to strength. Kalua goes for the kick. Not that time. Atomic drop into the corner. Wow. Kalua's trying to get out of there, and he managed to save himself, which is a true veteran move. Even at this point, Kalua was probably the most experienced wrestler in the match. Got himself out of the ring before Neil could put the finishing touches on him and eliminating from the match. Getting a little consultation from Casey there quickly, and now a tag to Fritzoid. The Wild Thing, AJ Fritzoid. I hope in the middle of this match they take a commercial break and we get to see that old Cats Insurance commercial. Do you remember that one? I've been canceled! Cats Insurance? I need insurance. Killer Hit now, locking horns. Locking horns with his tag team partner, AJ Fritzoid. Things are getting ugly between these two guys. Oh! AJ looks like he was trying to draw Neil into the match here. or he was drawing Neil or Cactus into the match here.
Once again, another distraction technique, so AJ could get a few other shots in.
Short kick there from Fritzoid on his former partner.
Going over consulting with Kevin Casey, his newfound manager, but Kirk Fred coming back with some shots of his own.
Irish whip. Oh, that one caught him. Caught him right above the, right in the pectoral area. Not gonna kill you, but it doesn't tickle. As Killer hit. Former tag team partners here going at it in Steel Town. The bad thing. The bad thing. Oh, we'll be right back. Oh.
We'll be right back. More UIW action.
Oh, we're back in action, but now it's Neil and Kalua back at it again. Nice tackle by the Power. And another tackle by the big man from North Hagerstown High School. Neil, dropped down by Kalua. Oh, Casey caught Neil in the back. 1, 2, 3, oh. Kalua pulls one out there. Neil the Power defeated. Questionable tactics to say the least. And it's down to 3-on-2 as the Kalua, Axel, and Fritzoid, under the advisement of Kevin Casey, are now taking on Killer Hit and Cactus Jack.
As he congratulates him on the move he made to get Neil the Power superior.
Some weeks we go long, some weeks we go short here on Shane Shadows Presents. It all depends on the length of the clip, obviously.
Meanwhile, Cactus Jack and King Kalua locking up in the center. Jack with a knee to Kalua's gut, pounding fist to the side of the head, setting him up for another one.
Oh,
Right,
nice. Nice combination of punches there by Jack, took Kalua down. Back to a vertical base. Oh! Axel with the knee to the back, and now he's going to try to take advantage of Cactus. They're firing them in. Look at these two. Hardcore legends they turned out to both be. Fighting it out here in the outskirts of Baltimore, Maryland in 1991. You got to watch out for Kevin Casey. Oh, did he boot him? Oh, he had him in his clutches and he got away.
Kevin Casey, slippery guy that he is, manages to get away.
This was just such a great time for the independent circuit in this area. Just such a great time. Routing shooting him off. Put his head down too soon, took a boot.
We'll see just how much...
Big headbutt to the Englishman. Look out! Oh! One of the trademarks of Mick Foley right there. The crowd is going wild. The neon big-haired girls in the front row are going absolutely apeshit as Axel and Cactus fight up the aisleway here. Oh, he ran him into the arena post. Those are concrete. Uh-oh, they're fighting in the back part of the arena here. Oh, they've both been counted out of the match. They're both out of the match.
That's it,
which is going to bring us down to Kalua and AJ Fritzoid. Killer Hit Kirk Dredd all by himself. We're down to the wire here in this 8-man tag team extravaganza coming to you at Steel Town. Big boot.
Killer Hit Kirk Dredd in deep trouble now as the Wild Thing AJ Fritzoid and King Kalua.
Uh-oh. Casey's on the apron distracting the ref here. What do we got? What do we got going on here? Double team doof! Oh, double DDT. Imagine being dropped on your head at a combination of probably 400 plus pounds. 1, 2, but Killer Hit cooked out. Kalua didn't hook the leg, didn't close the trap door, and this match continues now. What do we got going here? Oh! Couldn't stop himself. Kalua tangled up. Oh, and a pinfall on Kalua. And now it's down to the former tag team partners, AJ Fritzoid and Killer Hit Kirk Dredd. Kalua getting some parting shots in there, trying to make sure his team ends up on the upper end of the battle. Ouch.
Drives him right into the mat. to one-on-one, folks.
One-on-one.
Bad thing.
Fritzoid and Killer Hit, former friends, former partners, battling out here at the very end of this 8-man tag elimination match this week on Shane Shatters Presents Classic Indies. This is 1991. This is Steel Town. This is the UIW.
And I'll help you out.
Picking him up with that mane of hair, forearm to the back of the head. Oh, but
Killer Hit had a lot of fire. He would fight.
Take him to the ropes now.
Ooh, big flying forearm, flying burrito.
Killer Hit has him down.
Are we allowed to say that? We don't want to piss off anybody. Oh, Fritzoid dumped to the outside by Killer Hit. Are these two gonna? Are they gonna take it to the floor?
Wait a minute. He's got a chair.
Look out!
Killer Hit.
Oh no! Kevin Casey's distraction. The ref did not catch Fritzoid nailing his former friend with a chair.
The Wild Thing rolling him over. Oh, come on. Hooking the leg.
And that's gonna do it.
That's it.
That's it. Folks,
Oh, we gotta go to a break here. Hold on for a minute. I hope we have a commercial.
The date is set. Saturday.
Oh, it wasn't that. We didn't have it. I thought we had the commercial from the UIW. Okay, so I guess that's going to do it for this week. So the Chaos Enterprise team, Kevin Casey brought forth King Kalua, the Bounty Hunter Max Thrasher, Axel Rotten, and the Bad Thing AJ Fritzoid win the 8-man tag team elimination match. Thank you very much. I'm Shane Shatters, and we'll see you next week on Shane Shatters Presents Classic Indies.